Folks, Robert Quigley here, the Daily Wrap, Washington, D.C. We're on the road to the White House. Today is going to be one of thousands of stump speeches that you will hear all across America in the next 2 years. Let's jump right in, folks. Half of America is struggling financially. Half of America suffers with health care. 40% of Americans are struggling to keep a roof over their heads. All previous administrations, going back 60 years, have failed to look after the needs of all Americans. Homelessness is in the millions. And yet, tiny houses can be small, a high-quality, inexpensive solution to our homeless problem. The Quigley administration will provide one for every homeless person in the country. We will help fellow citizens establish businesses all across America. 30 million new businesses, to be exact, with funding, expertise, markets, opportunities, marketing, management resources, and know-how. The simple message, folks, is that there is no way for America to succeed if most of its citizens live a hand-to-mouth existence, or on the streets, or in slave-wage jobs. America must work for everybody, or we all will perish. Climate impacts are reshaping the planet. We can use this opportunity to reshape America for the benefit of all, or we can watch it all collapse before our eyes. And hiding in underground bunkers in the far corners of the planet will not save those occupants. Quigley and the Independence Party invite all Republicans and all Democrats to join our team and help make America better for everybody. Past elites lied to Americans. Past elites robbed America of its manufacturing might. Past elites foolishly lived with the idea that by building up the world, America would grow richer. The result, my friends, was just the opposite. America suffers and suffers beyond belief. Our Chinese enemies dump fentanyl, heroin, and cocaine all across our great country through the Latin American drug cartels. They take advantage of our society that's quickly becoming everybody against everybody. In this kind of environment, my friends, individuals become islands and entities to themselves, caring not what happens to our fellow citizens, but only focusing on their own personal needs and gain. Political and philosophical ideas will not save America, my friends. We must gather our friends, family members, and community, including our homeless friends that live in tents, on sidewalks, all across America. We must gather our friends struggling to put a roof over their heads, living and sleeping on somebody else's couch or a living room, and we must make everybody whole again. Folks, From failed educations and predatory student loans to sham job opportunities to a life of struggle as if this were the Charles Dickens era of the 1800s. We must change, and the Quigley administration will correct the wrongs of the last 60 years, and together we will make America great for everybody. Friends, the practice of politicians and governments using lies and false words to tell America things were great, that things were okay, that things would get better, all in the face of facts that have told us that many in America and many things in America are not great. Problems must be addressed with truth, honesty, and facts. The number one job of government is not to keep the peace and stability with lies and falsehoods, but to provide the peace and stability for all Americans in all walks of life, everywhere. It is better for everybody to have a decent life and for the national government to be strong than to allow 2 or 3% of the population to own 60% of the wealth, while 95% of Americans live a life of desperation and misery. Folks, the time to change is now, and the Quigley administration will steer this country into new paths of prosperity, new opportunities. We will solve problems and provide everybody with a way to self-support. It is a crying shame to look around the streets and see sidewalks filled with poor, suffering human beings, our fellow citizens, America. Folks, we can do better. We must do better. We must operate from a position of facts and honesty. The Quigley for President team invites all to come to our rallies. Spread the word, and together we will provide new business ownership opportunities, new ways to support oneself, and find answers to America's most daunting problems. Because unless we all succeed, folks, then sooner or later, and probably much sooner, then we will all perish. Government has failed us, folks. Government should have provided opportunities for all, not just a few elites smart enough to grasp the handles of government. The government is there to protect the weak, to give the weak a helping hand up, to provide answers to our big problems. Yet, time and time again, our lives have been filled with military wars, foolish military interventions, wasteful spending, pointless policies. Every day we see incompetence masquerading as government, when what is really going on, folks, is just groups of people battling to get their grubby, greedy little hands on loads of money here and there and everywhere. Folks, the Quigley administration will provide many new programs that help Americans all across this great land. We must not continue the ways of interest politics, the ways of career politicians, the grasping and holding on to political power for dear life as if it were a lifelong job. Our forefathers intended for a churn in the political classes. We need new blood. We need new ideas. We must meet the challenges of each new time with new solutions. A grasping, entrenched political class is, in fact, the death knell to the place we call America. Folks, on the international front, we see dreadful developments across the planet during this Christmas time of the year. We see Chinese military menacing the Philippines, menacing yet again the Taiwanese, with 71 airplanes invading Taiwanese airspace within the last 24 hours. We see ships patrolling up and down the western Pacific. We see the North Koreans flying into South Korean and Japanese airspace. We see Indians deploying 120 medium-range nuclear-capable missiles on the border with China. We see the Chinese in the thunderstorm of a COVID death that's going to take untold millions of their lives in the days, weeks, and few short months ahead. Folks, the world is running out of stuff. We are running out of food. We have organized ourselves in unsustainable ways. We see the Russians limping on with their battle in the Ukraine. Trouble is coming, folks. The Quigley team has seen it from the beginning. We've raised the alarm. We study the facts on a daily basis. Now is the time that we must change and lead the world to a place of stability while we have a chance. Folks, nothing is free in America. Campaigns are expensive. We must spend money to make America great for everybody. In that vein, we have a presidential raffle. We have 20 million raffle tickets to sell during the Robert Quigley for President campaign. We're giving away more than 19,000 prizes. Those prizes include, we're going to give away a house. We're going to pay off a mortgage. We're going to give away 15 Tesla automobiles. We are going to give away a half a dozen mobile homes. We're talking about Thor, the Hurricane model, top of the line, folks. In addition to that, we're going to give away home energy systems, about a dozen home energy systems, in fact. And those are going to include wind turbines, solar panels, battery packs, heating systems, all the wiring boxes and bells and whistles to make those particular homes energy self-sufficient. In addition to that, folks, in this presidential raffle, we are going to fund 4 brand new small businesses somewhere in America. And the value of those grants are going to be up to $250,000, specifically for the creation and operation of a new small business. Now, folks, in addition to those raffles, we are going to be giving away around-the-world trips. We're going to be giving away around-the-world backpacking trips, which are going to be mostly on the airlines. We're going to be giving away an around-the-world trips, that's plural, and those are going to be cruises. In addition to that, we're giving away computer systems. We're giving away Apple gift cards, Amazon gift cards, Visa gift cards. In addition to those, we're giving away Cracker Barrel gift cards, Walmart gift cards, Starbucks gift cards, and, of course, Papa John gift cards. Now, most of these 19,000 plus prizes have odds of about 1 in 100, which is very, very good in relation to the lottery tickets that we buy around the country. So again, we have over 19,000 prizes. Raffle tickets are $5 each. For most of the prizes, your odds of winning are 1 in 100, and we've got 20 million raffle tickets to sell. Of course, all that money supports the campaign and the campaign machine for the Robert Quigley for President campaign. In addition to the raffle, we also have a campaign hat. It's a green color. It makes you look smart, makes you look sexy, has a nice logo on the front. And again, both the cap and the raffle tickets can be bought on the campaign website, robertquigleyforpresident.com. Now, in addition to those items, folks, we also have live shows that will be occurring all across America in 2023 and 2024. We will be performing in comedy clubs, in local theaters, in academic theaters. Basically, the show is part entertainment, part educational, and part stump speech. Every show will have Q&A. Every show will be recorded as we're making both a documentary and a movie of the campaign and the life and times of Robert Quigley. So again, folks, you can go to the robertquigleyforpresident.com website. We will put the schedule up on the website as it firms up, and you can buy tickets to the shows on the website. In addition to those items, folks, we have a book that's under production as we talk. It should be up in the market in about 3 or 4 weeks. It's also going to be for sale on the campaign website. And essentially, it's a biography of Robert Quigley. You will also be able to find that on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart. So, folks, if any of those items don't tickle your fancy, we also take plain old-fashioned political donations. Again, all of these items can be found on the robertquigleyforpresident.com website. Look under the Buy and Donate button. There's more description for each of these items and each of these prizes. And with your help, together, we can make America great for everybody. And folks, before I forget, let me extend a hand of thanks to our advertisers and sponsors. Campaigns in America are not cheap, and we need every bit of help that we can get to win the White House and make America better for everybody. Thanks again, advertisers. Thanks again, sponsors. You're an important part of our team. We couldn't do it without you. Until we meet again, all the best.